4:52, let's get to your health headlines this morning. The Supreme Court is facing its first major test on abortion since overturning Roe v. Wade. A group of doctors opposed to abortion is challenging the FDA's authority to ease restrictions on a drug used in more than half of all abortions.
Yeah, even some of the conservative justices are appearing skeptical of their claims. And here's ABC's Rachel Scott.
Hundreds of protesters descending on the Supreme Court as the justices hear arguments in the most consequential abortion case since Roe v. Wade was overturned. The court considering whether to roll back access to the abortion pill mifepristone, used in more than half of abortions in the U.S. A group of doctors opposed to abortion rights arguing that if a woman taking the pill needs emergency care, it would put a doctor who opposes abortion in a terrible position.
These are life-threatening situations in which the choice for a doctor is either to scrub out and try to find someone else or to treat the woman.
But the Justice Department argued the doctors who brought the lawsuit have no grounds to sue.
FDA is not requiring them to do or refrain from doing anything. They aren't required to treat women who take mifepristone. FDA is not directing the women who take the drug to go seek out care from these specific doctors.
The majority of the justices seem deeply skeptical of the effort to further restrict the drug.
I'm worried that there is a significant mismatch in this case between the claimed injury and the remedy that's being sought. What they're asking for here is that in order to prevent them from possibly ever having to do these kinds of procedures, everyone else should be prevented from getting access to this medication.
Even conservative justices like Neil Gorsuch, nominated by Donald Trump, also sounding uneasy with limiting access to the pill.
And this case seems like a prime example of turning what could be a small lawsuit into a nationwide legislative assembly on an FDA rule or any other federal government action.
The only two justices who seemed inclined to side with the anti-abortion doctors and further restrict access to mifepristone, Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito.
Rachel Scott, ABC News.
A decision is expected in June, and our coverage of health news can also be found at WQAD.com. All you have to do is head to our website, and you're going to find Your Health in the search bar at the top of our homepage. In fact, that's where you're going to find all of our Your Health stories in that section of WQAD.com.